3, 2, 1!
I'm here with Mecole, who was just evicted from the Big Brother house 7-0. What an exit. You called out Corey, America, and Bowie Jane, saying the three of them working together. Tell me about that.
Well, yesterday afternoon, I had a conversation in the comic room with America where she was pitching this idea of me, her, Corey, and Bowie Jane working together. And I was like, sure, okay. She's like, you can trust Bowie Jane. She's so smart. I think you should talk to her more. She just seemed to know so much about Bowie Jane. So I figured that I'd let everyone know how much she knew about Bowie Jane.
And why did you do that?
Well, because I think that Corey and America have played master manipulator this season. Corey has flipped more than one vote, right? So when I heard that I was the pawn, I knew that if Corey had anything to do with it, I wouldn't stay that way for long. And so, you know, I thought that I'd let people in on all of the shenanigans that he's been having under his sleeve this season.
Do you want to know who won HOH?
I would love to know.
Bowie Jane.
Oh, DJ BJ, let's go.
So who do you think she's going to target?
Oh, well, if she's smart, then she put up Matt and Jag and go from there.
You, when I asked you who you thought would be the two people related this season, you said America and Cameron, thinking what?
Well, they have a very interesting relationship, and I'm not sure why. So I figured maybe they are Texas type cousins. I don't know.
You're wrong there. Have you absorbed the fact that Sari is Jared's mom?
I am shook. Literally, I just keep thinking back to so many instances in which I'm like, this makes so much sense. When she heard that Blue was okay with him getting evicted, and she was kind of upset about that, she's like, oh, I think you should tell Jared since they are so lovey-lovey. He should know that. And I was like, why? And now it makes sense. As much time as she spent in the HOH, anything that someone said about her that he heard, he was always telling her what was said, it all makes sense now.
Up until that exit speech, you played a very low, you stayed under the radar, you didn't make waves. What was that your strategy?
It was my strategy. So, I have a master's degree in education policy. I started my career on Capitol Hill. I've drafted bills that have been signed into law. I've done all these cool, amazing things in my career, and I consider myself a pretty smart cookie. I know that Corey's supposed to be the genius, but, I graduated high school at 16, had my degree by 20, working on Capitol Hill by 22. So I knew that I had to downplay a lot of myself in order to really stay under the, radar and not be seen as a threat in this game. And so,
but playing it so low key, do you think that has anything to do with why you're sitting here now? Like Felicia was the opposite.
Yeah.
And her, explosive behavior kind of turned around her game.
Yeah, it did. It did. I mean, I think that obviously it became to my detriment, which is unfortunate. But, I wanted to be perceived as a trustworthy player. And the only way that you can do that is if people know that you're not running around saying and doing a whole bunch of stuff. I think that people expect for Miss Felicia to be exactly who she is. They expect her to be a little erratic. They expect her to be a little over the top. They expect her to try to create alliances with the entire house and then only keep two people out of it and then change her mind about who the target is the next day. They don't really expect that from me, so,
But the two of you and Felicia seem pretty loyal to each other.
Yes.
How do you think she's going to do without you in there now?
Oh, I think it'll be very interesting. I think that her and Sari now have a very interesting relationship. There have been a lot of things that have been said and done that I don't know if they can really mend. I don't believe that she really trusts anybody else in this house, and I don't think that they trust her either. So it'll be an interesting path forward for sure.
Sitting here now, is there anything you would have done differently?
Oh, if I could do anything differently, I think I would have won more.
You came so close
I came
in
so
3
close.
competitions.
I did. Listen, the pressure cooker was light work for me. I've spent 17 hours in committee meetings on Capitol Hill, so I was like, okay, give me a pair of heels in here, I'll be fine. But then, I thought it was a trip in that 10 package that was up there, and it was just a dinner party with America, so.
What is the best thing you're going to take away from this experience?
The best thing that I'm going to take away from this experience is that I absolutely know how to stay calm under pressure. I think my back was against a wall, especially this past week. And, I didn't seem very frazzled. I was very nervous. I was very anxious. I probably got 2 hours of sleep last night. I kept hearing America and Corey, I don't know if they call it kissing, whatever it is that they're over there what they're doing. It was just a lot of things happening last night. And, I think that this week I tried to keep my emotions in check as best as I could, although I kind of had a feeling that it would be me, so.
Well, how about we watch the rest of your goodbye messages?
Yeah.
Mimi, I have nothing but love for you, girl, and it has been a pleasure knowing you. I can't wait to see you outside of this crazy house. See you on the other side.
Mimi, I have absolutely loved hanging with you. Unfortunately, I did know that you were in all the alliances as well, and I really haven't chatted much game to you, so it's made it difficult to keep you in this week. I'm looking forward to seeing you outside.
Mimi, I have loved having you in the house. You're so kind, thoughtful, and you're an absolute cartoon character. All jokes aside, I can't wait to see you outside the house. Love.
Miss Mimi girl, my #1 girly pop. I'm upset. I promised to you that I'm gonna take out the people we said we're gonna take out, which means Mr. Corey Sir is booted out of this house soon. But I will see you on the outside. Kisses.
Mimi, we started working together super early and you were a trusted ally for most of this game. The problem is, I feel like we never took that next step to truly working together. I hope you and Damien have nothing but happiness moving forward.
Memes, you are hands down one of the coolest people in this house. I hate that we don't get to hang out more, but I will catch you on the outside.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts is that this was a house filled with lots of energy, lots of characters, a whole bunch of ups and downs, but I would not trade this experience for anything in the world. It was great. I had a fabulous time.
Mimi. Yeah. May I call you Mimi?
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you, Julie.